gentlemen, to the Top 4 podcast. My name is Oscar, filling in for the absent Peter Mujuzi. To my right, I've got a Liverpool fan, and his name is Adrian.
All I want to do this year, I just want to win something. I want to win something meaningful. You know that one.
Is it?
I just want to take you out and show you off. You already know that you're the perfect
I want to do the Premier League title for just once in my life. Once.
Ever since I got with you, I feel like God done won me a trophy.
All I want, for real.
That's all I want.
A trophy.
That's what the game's about. To my left, Ernest, a Manchester United fan.
Hey, David Luiz is a pagan, blood. He's moving paganic, bro.
I said paganic.
Paganic.
He's
He's moving like a mermaid, mate.
You know what you signed up for, innit? Let's start there. Chelsea 2, Manchester United 2. Probably the best game of the weekend, but
Through, you know.
yeah,
Through.
as in entertainment, it was great. It was a great game.
That and I'll probably say Arsenal second, but flip sake, how did we draw this game?
What did you think? What did you think? Like it, because first half I was so impressed with Chelsea. Like
First half, I was like, and bear in mind when you're at the shop and you're trimming, it's difficult to actually pay full attention.
Of course,
So
yeah.
even to this day, I've been trying to catch a full 90 minutes, and I've just been busy.
Somehow will be leaving with like wonky fades and that, innit?
Hey, bro, it's mad. You get me?
You got man's life in
Oh,
your
what the
hand.
heck is Owen Hargreaves on BT Sport? Flip's sake.
at the time of recording, we're about to watch Man United versus
And Man
Thursday in the pre-match.
Man United were late again
And that's Pep's spokesman.
to the old home ground, but it's cool. It's calm. But flipping, what was I gonna say? I feel like Chelsea for me created chances, but with the unusual suspects. It was like your centre backs pinging balls from like all the way at the back. Because Hazard was trying, but it's like
But to me, that's not unusual suspects.
as in the people that I thought would create stuff would be your Hazards and Williams and Jorginhos.
But I remember a couple, I think it was last pod or maybe the week before, we spoke about Chelsea centre-backs, and you specifically said the reason David Luiz is in that team is to create. Christensen can't do that.
No, it is, but I didn't expect it to be your primary source of... Not primary, let me not say primary, but it was like... I expected it to be Jorginho, Hazard,
Kovacic, should I say?
Kovacic... Yeah, Willian. I expected it to be like the attacking, midfield or whatever. But I didn't see that. For me, it was second half. For me, I feel like United were allowed a lot of space. I feel like we did our best to neutralise from open play. Obviously, that Marcos Alonso's chance in the first, I don't know what minute it was, but I was like, why the heck is he free? Like, why the heck is Marcos Alonso on the left wing, bruv? Not even back. He was playing left wing. And man had a chance, and for whatever reason he missed it or whatever. So I was bricking it, and then second half,
I'm actually sick of it.
and then second half, I told you about Marcos Alonso. I told you, man, bro. Like, Marcos Alonso is like, oh man. But anyway, second half, Mata, and I feel like like when you find like £10 in your room, I feel like Mourinho has just discovered that Mata's part of his team. I think he's right, you're here.
That's like under the sofa.
Like I didn't know we had a playmaker until I saw
You know how sick Matter is.
I don't think Mourinho's aware.
He doesn't know. He's the one that sold him at Chelsea. He doesn't know.
Bro,
For real, man got like what 30 odd assists the
fam,
season
the
before.
guy was player of the season twice in a row
He's incredible.
and got sold by this Bray, and now he's part of the reason why you're playing well. Like, why doesn't Mourinho understand that attack brings goals?
But do you know what it
Like,
is?
why doesn't he get that?
I feel like the obviously whilst Mata's inclusion was positive, ultimately it was to sort of derail like Jorginho and the way he plays, because obviously in Jose's mind it's like if you stop the source, as you said, like the normal suspects were really creating, and Jorginho's one of them, and because he was sort of negated in the first instance,
He was like half neutralising.
yeah.
It wasn't...
Essentially, I think that's more the sort of the reasoning as to why Mourinho played Mata, not to be a bit more positive. Me anyway.
Because his movement is like Mata's movement. Mata's not rapid, but his movement is very, very.
He moves the ball quick.
Very intelligent.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? And he moves the ball quick.
Yeah, his brain's quick, innit? His brain's quick.
His brain's mad fast. And for me, the first goal, I don't know why your boy Alonso's on the floor. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He was taking naps.
At first, yeah.
I thought it was with free kick.
I thought it was a head injury, so I was like, yeah, put the ball out. Then when I watch it back, it's like, Bruv, you're an idiot.
By the way, Remy, Mr. 4 and 6, 7 United appearances without a goal for Mr. Romelu Lukaku.
What, in a row?
That's 4 goals. That's 4 goals in 12. I just want to let you know.
And he did miss a header.
Oh, Lukaku.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
But
did
you know,
he?
Yeah, he missed.
But
a
no,
header.
because I say he missed the header, but bruv, that wasn't an attempt on goal. What was he doing? When he kind of like headed it back to where it came from.
Yeah.
Man.
How you trying?
I told you, man 6'3" and he can't header.
He's dead, man. But anyway, I'm trying to calm down on the agenda, but he's trash. Anyway, he was a pedestrian in the game, and I feel like to a degree, like I didn't see Kante until the shot. I didn't see Kante on the pitch
Until what shot?
Until he took the shot that De Gea saved.
Oh.
I didn't see him on the pitch, and I feel like
He was getting bypassed.
yeah, and I feel like if you've got a guy who like plays defensive midfield, like I looked at Torreira last night, and the Brer loves tackling, like he loves it. And you look at Kante. Kante is known for whatever, yeah, like just trying to take the ball off man, trying to give it to a playmaker to kick off or whatever. But it seems like this more advanced position, and who knows, Kante could improve in this, and he could add this to another dimension to his game. But so far, I'm not seeing the effectiveness of this guy. Like, I'm looking at Kante play and I'm like...
But we're not. Yeah, you're right. We're not seeing the effectiveness of it. And the fact that Chelsea have so much possession is like...
He operates in a midfield that loses the ball.
Yeah.
Like, the best
yeah.
Kante...
So winning the ball back is you're not going to do that
If
as
you're
much.
keeping the ball, why am I here?
It kind of
That's what I'm
negates his purpose, isn't it?
Exactly.
It's like Leicester won the league with like, what, 40-odd%
Yeah,
possession?
exactly. And I feel like that's possibly the reason why, what's it called? I think in Sarri's mind, we're working with possession so you don't have to win the ball back. But I need you to be in the team in some capacity. And I feel like that's what, he's there for or whatever.
And it's annoying because Jorginho is always going to be the one that
He's
sits.
such a bad boy,
He's
though.
always going to be the one that sits. So when we're building attacks, when we're getting into that area, final third sort of thing, there was times in the first half the ball would just go across. It would go Hazard, Kovacic, just straight across the line. Yeah. And then, but whenever Kante's there, nothing's going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
When Kante gets the ball, he just has to give it to someone else because he's just not going to create.
He knows he's not the playmaker.
Yeah,
and they got a source for it.
Yeah, it's pointless. It's absolutely pointless. So when I feel like the issue, I don't want to drop Kante, but you can't get sentimental with these things.
The thing is, you drop Kante to accommodate someone who doesn't need to win the ball back. Like, for me, a box-to-box midfielder like a Kovacic would be much suited to playing against Man United. I don't think... did he play?
Yeah, Kovacic played.
So it was Jorginho... No, because I saw Barkley.
Yeah, Barkley
came on.
What was Kovacic saying? Because I didn't really see much of it.
The thing is, Kovacic is a good footballer. So I feel like when we're playing in big games, we need Kovacic on the pitch, and we need someone...
Proper box-to-box.
What I like about him is that... How can I put? He does. I hate this saying. He does the basics well, but it's like when he gets the ball, I feel like he's not going to lose it. When Barkley gets the ball, I know he's going to lose it. Barkley will have the ball, 2 touches, pass. The pass is misplaced. Kovacic can keep the ball with him. He's a footballer. Do you know what I mean?
With that also, I feel like the ceilings are a bit different. I.e., like with a Kovacic, he's sick, but there's only a certain level of the things he can do. Whereas Barkley's a bit hit and miss.
I don't know if we know that though, Adrian. I don't know if we know that with Kovacic because he went to Inter Milan and he got signed to Madrid because he was a bad boy at Milan. Yeah. So you come to Madrid and you can't start. You go to the World Cup, you can't start. So I don't know how good Kovacic. It's like the whole Mourinho and changing teams here and there. I don't know how good my team is. Because I don't know our best players yet. I don't know how good Kovacic is because this is the first season he's ever going to play in about 3 years where he's actually going to get a chance to start every game.
Why do we keep signing these guys?
Who else?
Morata is the same thing. It's just a player. We're seeing your first full season now when we've signed you.
No, but you see Morata, I told you, man, from early, bruv. He was not the best 21-year-old at flipping Juve.
I hate the fact that you were right.
It doesn't make sense. If you're going for a 21-year-old, it's like when Chelsea went for Bakayoko. He was not the best central midfielder that Monaco had. Why did you go for him? Like, so, the recruitment I've seen from certain clubs in the last couple of years has been wild to me. Like, I look at Barcelona, for example, with this centre-back recruitment. I'm like, what are you doing? Who is your head scout? I look at Bakayoko and I'm thinking, did you just sign him because he's big and black? Like, why did you sign Bakayoko? And then you look at, Morata, and I feel like Morata on paper should be the guy. Yeah. I looked at the chance that he could have had, yeah, where I think it was him versus, was it Smalling? And he turns it and he just scuffs the ball. And I was like, what's wrong with him? What's this guy doing, man?
He reminds me so much of Fernando Torres. It's unbelievable.
Movement,
like,
touch.
But he's worse than Torres. Torres was not this bad.
Torres was not this bad.
Torres was not anonymous like that. Torres couldn't finish.
At least he could stay on his feet.
He could. Like,
no, but the thing about Torres is that the odd big game,
it would make something happen.
Like a Barcelona or a Man City when Pellegrini came in.
Even the United game. Obviously, he had that horrible miss, but like,
yeah,
I think he scored that game as well.
He scored that.
Morata would not have scored the goal that he scored.
Nah, because he's just not as talented. He's just not that. But I think the thing with Morata is, when he first came to the league and he was falling down and doing all this, you kind of thought like, okay, you just come in, first 5 games, take it. But he hasn't learnt. That's the most sickening thing. Well, for me, he hasn't learnt.
For me, like, he's a bit of a wimp as well,
He's a wimp. Yeah. He's a wimp.
Like, not the bad man's crying after
goals. He's emotional about little things.
He's man.
Do you remember that scene in flipping? What was that film called? The Longest Yard.
Yeah.
With Adam Sandler.
With Goldberg and them and there.
And then they gave the security guard the estrogen pills. Man just started crying about
Kevin Nash.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
and I was like, that's Morata to me.
Yeah.
Like when he scores, he cries. When he touches when he hits the floor, because he loves the grass. He loves lying down, blood.
Do you know he said he's a wimp? Yeah.
His question's like 14.
At first, I thought
FIFA, bro. It's like 2 on Football Manager.
It's like 14.
It's on Football Manager.
At first, I thought he was just like looking for the foul because maybe in other leagues he would get that foul. But now I generally think he actually falls over because he's been thrown, and I'm like, but you're just not strong enough. It's not that's a foul. You're just not strong enough.
Some pounded yam or something.
He's something, lad.
Nah, he needs to sort himself out. So the reason Chelsea won't win or challenge for the league is because we ain't got no goals from the front three.
Willian was non-existent. You had a few non-existent guys in the team.
Willian
is non-existent. I don't like him. I've never really liked him.
I think
very overrated.
I think Willian is a better example of what you were saying about Fernando Torres. When Willian scores, it's like everyone sees that he scored, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's so great!" Like when he scores against Barcelona. It's like, oh, Willian's amazing. But it's like
he's got talent. Undoubtedly, he's got talent.
He doesn't do that every week. He's frustrating, man. His decision making is rubbish.
He's very
higgy. His decision making is mad, but his passing is atrocious. Like for a Brazilian, you cannot pass well. Like that's wild to me. I look at him sometimes and I'm like, he'll look at like a guy next to him, and he'll try and make a Hollywood pass, and then it flops, and I'm like. But when it comes off, this is the thing about Willian. When it comes off, it comes off well. Like I saw him for Brazil in the qualifiers. I think even some of the friendlies. I was like, Willian plays. Well, from what I've seen, he plays better for Brazil or whatever. He seems like he's more effective in the games that I've watched.
When he has a good game, he looks like a world class player.
Yeah.
He's just not. He's just not.
And man are still rating him because he scored 5 free kicks when Chelsea finished 10th.
Well, the worst ever season.
And apparently he was their best player that season. But,
Yeah, so I think the issue with Chelsea is that we got Morata, Giroud, Willian.
I'm so glad Willian didn't come to United.
Do you know how bad I wanted that deal? Oh my gosh.
I'm so happy he didn't come to United.
Either that deal or the Barcelona deal.
I know for a fact Mourinho wanted Willian. Yeah. I know that for a fact. He said in one interview, he said, I speak to the man, to Mourinho regularly. I was like, no, I'm not trying to hear that still. I'm not trying to hear that. That
would have made my
You'd have been there for 4 years. For 4 years, giving us one half decent season, and you would have been a new Sanchez, bro.
18 goals in 4 years.
I lied.
Them things
Trust me, bro.
Funny things there.
Dead, bro. He's dead food. Anyway,
your boy.
Anyway, going back to this flipping game, Pogba, bruv, another big game where I'm not really on this big game thing, but it's becoming more than apparent now that the guy, this Graham Souness flipping slander is a lot, yeah.
It's got legs though.
It's got I was just gonna say that, Adrian. You lack focus.
Is that the thing? Like Graham Souness is like the superhero villain, but his cause is always justified.
He's Magneto, bro. He's Magneto.
The cause is
complex
justified.
characters,
So you're evil.
Because when you're saying,
People like Dexter.
like when you're saying
Man
things
walks
like,
up in the field.
when you're saying things like, James Milner's a better midfielder than you'd rather take James Milner than Pogba. Like you're on that piff, mate.
That's sus though.
You're on doing something. You're on something different. But like you have Lindelof marking David Luiz, and Rudiger's like.
What was the issue?
What was the issue? Of what?
To me, it looks like Pogba lost his man.
Pogba lost his
Okay,
man.
no, but it looks.
I don't know why he was standing.
It looks like
from
Pogba
the
lost.
tangent.
It looks like Pogba lost his
But
man.
he did though.
But my question is, why is he so upset? And you can see.
I think he's upset with himself.
But you can see in the replay
talking.
before the move happens, he's talking to Lindelof. He's saying something to Lindelof. So I don't know. Like, what is he saying?
The only thing I could
Because
think
he's
he could
pissed.
The only thing,
they took the wrong man initially. So as in, what's his name again? So Rudiger was meant to be marked by Lindelof, and then Pogba was meant to take whoever Lindelof was marking.
I'm so sorry, yeah.
That's the only thing.
Even in my head, that doesn't make sense. Because if I'm looking at Rudiger and I'm looking at Pogba, that's the guy Pogba should be marking. David Luiz in the air, I feel like is more manageable. Pogba for me can mark both, but who's the lesser of two evils is David Luiz. Rudiger is for me. Rudiger is a
powerful.
He's a big,
but David Luiz is a big threat in the air.
And then he's got acceleration as well.
That's undoubted, yeah. But I feel like the raw energy and strength of Rudiger,
leaping ability,
because Lindelof, like I don't know why Mourinho's starting Lindelof today, because bruv, the aerial duels that Lindelof is gonna face today is gonna be mad, bruv. Like it's most likely gonna be Ronaldo marking him, like most of the game. It's most likely gonna be that like in the air they're gonna cross it to Ronnie and he's not gonna stand next to Smalling. Because Smalling not handle him, but like physically.
Was Smalling on David Luiz? I think
Smalling wasn't marking any of them. It was Lindelof on Luiz and Pogba was on Rudiger.
Mourinho said after the game, it was half zone or half man.
Bro, that is mad. When I heard him say that, I was like, "Bro, you're mad."
Do you think that's mad?
Bro, you're mad.
Do you think that's mad?
Mark your man. Chelsea are full of big men. It should never be zonal and man marking.
But then do United have enough big men to deal with?
Oh, bro, our team's a basketball team.
Yeah, right. You're right.
Our team's a basketball
That's a
team.
Matip.
I think it's a basketball team.
Even Shaw's like 6 foot. Isn't
Shaw stood next to who did he stand next to?
What,
I was like, right, Shaw's tall, you know. I've forgotten who he stood next to, and I was like, no, this guy's a flipping giant, mate. And flipping, bruv, like, it should be man marking. Like Chelsea in corners are always going to be a threat. Yeah, because they're giants as well. They've got giants.
Big players, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So for me, just use that to your advantage. That goal should have never been scored.
Bruv, man said it was free, you know.
That goal should have
Once
never
he
been
dipped
scored.
Pogba, it was open season.
He should be pissed at himself.
Yeah.
He should be pissed at himself. You see what I'm saying? But anyway.
Another W for Souness.
But he's the thing is, Pogba lacks focus, and he lacks like sometimes he's not asked, like he's not bothered, and I'm just like sometimes like, him and Marshall have that problem where it's like you don't, the urgency's not there sometimes, and I feel like sometimes that's gonna cost us because at Juve you're a small fish in a big pond. You're standing next to Pirlo, Vidal, Marchisio, yeah. At United, you're the best central midfielder, and I feel like to some degree that's our problem. Is that Pogba is our best central midfielder? I think we should have got in. Like for me, a Verratti and a Toni Kroos to me would have been two players on equal. You get me?
like standing.
Yeah, standing, and they can stand next to each other and not be intimidated by the other or whatever. But with Pogba, it's like the way man was marketed, the way like the pricing, the way United build his profile in the media is everyone knows that this is a guy to look to.
I was actually just about to say that.
Which is why like there's so much pressure on him. Like I know Souness is a waste man sometimes, but there is a lot of pressure on Pogba because of the profile of the player, because of the way he talks, because of how much he's a leader in the dressing room. And I feel like sometimes he doesn't turn up for those moments. Like tonight we're gonna need him. Tonight we're gonna need Pogba to do a madness. Obviously we got Lukaku up top, so that's a you get me. He's Juve's third centre back today. You get me? He's gonna do his thing.
Okay. You're talking about bad strikers. How about Martial?
Tony. Tony.
I fear him, man. I always fear him when
Tony. I love him,
and he
bro.
done us dirty.
Like, Tony Marshall is a flipping bad boy, bro. He's hard, man. He's hard, but for me, again, we can't let him go. I'm always saying if a player doesn't want to leave, stay at the club, let him go. And I'm fully with that with him.
Do you know what, yeah? You see how fickle football is, yeah? Because 2 weeks ago, I was hearing, he wants to leave, he wants to get away from Mourinho. He scores 2 goals on the weekend. Now he's Mourinho's favourite player, I'm reading.
Mourinho's scum!
Mourinho's scum! Wait, no.
Mourinho's scum!
But forget Mourinho. Is that just media stuff? Is that just media rubbish?
Scum. Listen, I don't care about what they say. I'm just saying the fact that now Martial is part of your starting 11, you're scum, mate. Do you know why? You said against West Ham, Martial does not have enough defensive focus. The guy has scored 3 goals for you in the last 2 games. 3. 2 at Stamford Bridge. Come on, bruv. But you want to start Lukaku still? Come on, man. Like, he's scum. Mourinho's such a waste, man. Like, I don't understand this player.
But when he said that, he was saying, that's why I started 5 at the back.
Did you do it against Newcastle?
No.
You didn't. Did you do it against Chelsea? No, but Martial scored in both of those games. So what's your point? Like, if you're doing it against West Ham away from home, then you go to Stamford Bridge and you do it away from home. Okay, cool. At least there is some consistency. You changed it up because you know we're better off attacking than defending. That's why you switched it up.
I think that's the biggest problem with United.
We have too many attackers. We have a problem.
When you guys go down, no, as in when you guys go behind, you come out.
We are second half
gone, and you've just got bare quality players.
But what again? Mourinho just discovered that Mata is part of his team. He just clocked it. Like, bro, where's Fred? Where's Fred?
Yeah, where is he?
Bro, where is Fred, bro?
I see AP coming on. I'm thinking, where's Fred?
Where is Fred? Where's Fred? Like, it's annoying. Like, I love Mourinho because he makes me laugh, yeah, when he's not manager of my club. But when he's my club, it's long. It's long. I don't believe none of it. Bruv.
Well, you and I have an opposite relationship. I like Mourinho when he's manager of my club. I don't like him when he's
because obviously
man wins, innit?
Because he wins, yeah. Because he wins. What do you think about the ending?
No, you man are scum.
The brawl, the debacle.
How many league titles have you won?
No, whoa. Let's start from the beginning, yeah.
Okay.
Start from the beginning,
right, cool.
yeah. First of all, Chelsea score a goal.
Yeah.
Now some idiot, yeah, I'm gonna call him an idiot.
Some
I know his name.
pitbull looking done.
This Chelsea physio, this Chelsea physio guy decides to celebrate in front of Mourinho, and I think that is the dumbest thing on so many levels. Because first of all, it's just disrespectful to celebrate in front of your opponent. Second of all, you've just drawn. Like, you've drawn a game at home,
no, you know
and you're celebrating like that.
I don't think.
But in the 97th minute, you'll be.
No, but
bro, do you think I was jumping out of my seat when we scored? I was like,
no,
I was
like,
pissed off,
sick,
but like, get in. But it's a draw. If we won the game, I'd be like, yeah.
Oscar said before the game even kicked off, I think last week, he was like, "Raw, it's United." At this point in the season, Chelsea should be beating United. Like.
There's no. Yeah.
No, but the funny thing is, they're a good side. You know they're gonna up the levels when they face another good side.
We were 2-0 down to Newcastle.
Yeah.
We're dead. We're trash, bro.
I don't even need to list the games Man United have lost this season.
That a lie?
To know
we're
that,
trash, bro.
To know that, like at this moment in time, they are there for the taking.
No, I hear that, but I feel like last week a couple weeks ago, spoke about it against Newcastle, like professional pride. Like I know, like when certain players are in a big game environment. Like for me personally, form goes out the window when Liverpool United play
100%.
because I'm like raw.
I hear that.
Like you know what I mean. So obviously, like no matter what stage United are at, they could be bottom of the league after 15 games. I know when it comes to certain games, they're gonna bring it.
I just feel like when you look at the first half of how Chelsea played, that's exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah,
Chelsea are organised. United are not. Like, and I felt there was no way in my mind leaving this game with a draw was a good result. No way.
And I think first half United played like they thought they were gonna get spanked.
So the idea that my man anyway is celebrating in front of Mourinho. He then runs off and
Mourinho wasn't gonna do nothing.
So that's what you're saying now? Because in the group chat you said Mourinho pulled out the Uzi
Mourinho pulled out the Uzi.
What?
Mourinho pulled out the Uzi and the man ran. Mourinho was not going to use the Uzi.
That's what rolled my eyes. Because like, bro,
Mourinho, no. Think about it. When Mourinho stood up, where was my man?
he was running.
He was gone.
No, but he was running
because he's not about that life. Apparently, he came from the tunnel. Like he came from
was
inside
running.
the tunnel.
Yeah. He's the man. Is that what he did?
And then celebrated.
Yeah. He's playing a week.
Fam.
That's better than a hat trick.
Bro,
Since man was watching like the technical screen.
Apparently, he wasn't even like on the bench or whatever. Yeah?
I don't think he was because he came
And
from.
then he came off from the tunnel. Yeah.
He's the man.
He ran across Mourinho.
That
And then
changes-
ran across again.
That changes my whole
Back inside.
perspective. So
Listen,
he ran across, was pulling funny faces, and then cut.
Mourinho and Diego Costa are both the same. They move like they're about that life, but they're really not. When Jordan Henderson screwed man down, yeah, and he stared him down and he was like, yo, we're in Liverpool, mate. What are you going to do? Costa was just mumbling under his breath and then walked away.
In his head.
He didn't do nothing. They're not about that life, bro.
The was the Vardy one.
When Gabriel stuck it on him at the Emirates, what was Costa saying? Nothing. Mourinho's the same. Wenger's more of a bad man than Mourinho.
Wenger pushed him
Mourinho's
twice.
not doing nothing. Mourinho's not gonna do
At your
anything.
own stadium, he pushed you twice,
Mourinho's not going to do anything.
and there was nothing done.
Do you know what? Because a man celebrated wild like you didn't poke Villanova in his eye. Like bro, like Mourinho, yeah. Like whether or not what the guy did was disrespectful, you went to Old Trafford when you were Porto manager and ran across the technical area. Like what are you talking about? What are you talking? You're talking about bad education. Bro, when you came on the scene, what were you doing?
He's moving like a man.
Oh, bro, he's mad. Listen,
it's
Mourinho's a
silly.
scumbag.
I don't know. For me personally, I feel like he's got legs to stand on, man. As in, like, he does have a right to feel aggrieved because it's like, man's enthralling game.
Yeah.
Then man scored in the 97th minute. I'm already pissed off.
Are
And
you telling
then
me-
Pitbull's running across my technical area pulling funny faces.
Are you telling me that at 2-1 in the 97th minute, if the whistle had blown, Mourinho's not going to go to the Chelsea fans and do this 3 thing? Because he did it anyway, because he drew.
Oh, so you reckon he would have done that anyway?
He was going to do it!
No, I don't believe so. Because
Because they were singing F off Mourinho from the get-go.
From where? From where?
I was watching, what's the black bro's name on 100% Chelsea?
Huh? Oh.
Lewis.
Lewis, yeah.
The black bro, yeah? And
He's black, like the Asian looking one.
he's like Indian or whatever.
Yeah.
And he,
That's
like,
black.
like, 'cause he looks mixed race. He looks
Yeah,
like
he does look like a mix of something, eh?
So he's recording. He's recording a match day vlog or whatever.
Yeah.
And from where he is, they're screaming the F off Mourinho. I think it's first half or something.
Yeah.
So Chelsea fans do not like this, bro.
You might not scum anyway.
But do you know, yeah,
That's
do you know what it is?
No class.
People that disrespect Mourinho, I agree. I think that's scumbaggery. Like, how can you disrespect someone who did so much for the club? He's a legend. He's a club legend.
He
You know what I mean?
responded like the first time was it the FA Cup game when Herrera got sent off and I think Kante scored the only goal. He responded to them calling him Judas. That's why he started doing the free thing. Yeah. For me, I feel like are Chelsea fans scum for that? 100%. But at the same time, Mourinho does things like I don't know why he feels. I feel like it's a super insecurity where you feel like you have to prove yourself to people that already know your accolades. We know you won 3 at Chelsea. We know if it wasn't for you, Chelsea would be big on the scene.
I think Mourinho was in some way justified to do what he did.
He's wavy for that, in my opinion.
To do what? No. What I'm saying.
These guys are screaming F off to you. I won 3 league titles here.
Bro, they're singing harmonies and that.
No, but what I'm saying is
unison.
that for me, like obviously, is Mourinho justified to respond? Yeah, he can do what he wants. But what I'm saying is, like, for me, I don't need to see Mourinho do that. That's just my opinion. I don't need to see Mourinho tell me things I already know. Like you said it after the Tottenham game.
You
said it after the Tottenham game, like respect. Do you know what 3 means? Like you tried to do a remix on 3-0. And then he said with 3 also means
he's the greatest
I won
of all
more
time.
league titles.
Okay.
The other managers had nothing to do with you losing 3-0. But you said I've won more league titles than all the managers in this league combined.
Hey, you man, do you have like a good Hall of Fame?
What do you mean a good
You know how we've got not like a Hall of Fame. Do you have like a good Hall of Fame where people get the accolades?
for good moments or good people?
Because Jose needs to be in there.
Oh,
Because
mate.
he's the flipping man.
I feel like
I feel like we can't put him in too soon. There's so many more memories.
I think there's
Listen,
both.
how can a man get 3-0 at home and he puts 3 fingers up and then he says, do you know what this means? Man That means you got pipes 3-0 in your own backyard. And nah, he's the man. And do you know why he's the man? Because he would have had to have thought of that after the whistle went. Because he didn't wake up that day and say, "Bro, we're gonna get spanked 3-0."
You know,
What am I gonna
if
say?
Mourinho was an MC, yeah, he'd be sick. You know,
He's the guy.
because
So
he
sorry.
thought. I feel like he thought of that on the spot.
on the spot. Of course, it did.
Bro, he thought of that on the
fly.
spot. But he was like, "Yo,
Freestyle.
like, you know what this also means? Like, he's a bad man.
Nah.
He's sick."
But I think he's justified to say it. The thing is,
Roddy
the thing is, there's certain things at football that seem a bit pantomime. Mad thing. I got a phone call. Yeah, there's certain things that seem a bit pantomime at football because it's like if you're at a game. I remember I was
like Chesney with a comb over. Checks.
when I was at the Arsenal Watford game. Yeah, Troy Deeney is just like sticking it to the fans and he's giving it back, but he's laughing at the same time. There's certain things where like that F off Mourinho. I don't think the fans saw the scuffle thing. Like, so I think they're just reacting to the situation and be like, oh, he's the opposition. But regardless, Mata came off the pitch. Everyone clapped him off because they respect Mata and all that. The idea that you wouldn't respect Mourinho is just stupid. So Mourinho had every right to show the fans exactly what he did here. And, you know, when he retires from the game, there's going to be banners of Mourinho at
No,
Chelsea.
and we were discussing this at work, like, Rod, because a man said Chelsea fans are never going to respect Mourinho. And I was like, bruv,
What are you talking about?
in the heat of the moment, like, man, are pissed with Mourinho. Bruv, in 20 years' time, when he's with a walking stick, bruv, the man then will be saying, like, this is one of the greatest, if not the greatest manager Chelsea have ever seen.
We just seen it with Wenger.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect example.
Like, bro, I was watching a video of Icardi's goal this weekend. Yeah, good movement. And,
He is a Chelsea striker.
You reckon?
He is a Chelsea striker.
80 million.
Oh boy.
They paid 70 for a goalkeeper.
Oh my gosh.
So he look like he's a
We're just throwing away at this point.
Romero, Bailly, Pereira.
Oh, what? He started the exact same
Pereira.
team.
Yeah.
Rah, Man United unchanged against Juve. Nice.
have one winger.
Nice.
So where is Dalo? Is he injured?
Bro, that man doesn't exist.
I saw a man tearing it
That
up
got-
in the YouTube freeze.
That comes in for cameos. Like, I don't.
Trust me.
That
Man.
guy's not real.
Like it's a pacey winger, you know.
Right. Should we move on?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
good.
shout out to Tony because he kept Kepa flipping, standing still, blood.
Yeah.
Like he was not moving.
Someone tried to say that was his fault for the goal. I was like, nah.
Nah, it's not.
The placement, innit? Man,
It's not.
man tucked it bottom corner. I can't say nothing.
Certain man was sleeping.
Trust me, bro. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, man got Hazard a yellow card.
Who?
Alonso, because man was so far forward, like he was.
Oh, yeah, Hazard was defended for Alonso, innit?
But then Hazard's like dusting to get back and clear up his mess.
Oh, yeah, Ashley Young should have sent off, but that's another story. Arsenal 3, Leicester 1.
Fam.
Sick game. Sick
Fam.
game. Sick game at Emirates. Sick game. Atmosphere was
Wow.
banging.
This is like this for me was. Like, Ozil is saucy.
Ah, mate.
Wow.
He's a player, you know. He's a player. But
But he's gonna go missing in mid November because he's sick.
I didn't want to be one to say it.
No, he is.
I didn't want to be
It's
the one
gonna
to say it.
What back spasms?
Can we talk about the good today?
Them things are, yeah.
The good.
As in, like, because Ozil gets picked apart every single. Like,
No, because we know what's gonna happen next.
Yeah.
We know what's
It's
gonna
just-
happen next.
yeah.
But the thing is this year, alright, talk about the good. You see Unai Emery, shout out to him.
Mm-hmm.
Because he, unlike certain man, complaining after they've received 400 million to spend, yeah, he's making lemonade out of dirty lemons, mate. And like
Well, bottom of the barrel lemons.
fam, like Shaka was playing left back yesterday.
Yeah.
Like command deep it, please.
Yeah, oh my
Like,
gosh.
he was playing
When I
left
saw
back.
that switch, I was like, I like
This
him
is
there.
wild.
I like him there.
Bro, it's wild. But flipping
I liked it.
like it's long, bruv. Like the way Leicester played first half, I thought, yeah, Claude was trying to keep these guys contained or whatever. Cool. And then second half, Arsenal were like, nah, forget this. This is Leicester City. We're just gonna pipe them.
Yeah.
And like Lacazette didn't have his shooting boots on, but he did his thing. And
Man missed a mad style though.
Who?
You see that? Like I said.
Yeah, he did.
Mr.
He
Tappy.
did. He missed a setter, and he's got that in his locker, in it. It's that he is like.
He looked like
For me, I've always said like he is what Lukaku should be.
he looked like the Lacazette from last season.
Yeah, But looking at the games that he's played, I'm like, Lacazette is a guy that will do something in the box. He's magical in the box. But if he's not a flipping fox in the box or whatever.
His finishing's A1, man.
Yeah, but when he misses, you're like.
I think his finishing is so good, but what you see in Aubameyang is the opposite of that. Like Aubameyang's a great finisher too, but he knows where to be.
Yeah,
he knows where to run. Like his runs are so good. His movement is so good.
Because Lacazette can create from nothing, whereas Aubameyang requires like mad service. He can create by himself.
It's that thing of being a great goal scorer and a scorer of great goals.
Yeah, for real.
And I think Aubameyang's both.
Yeah, 100%. He's the better striker, but Lacazette has proven that he deserves to start.
It's mad that Aubameyang's not starting. It's crazy, but it's working.
No, it is.
It's right. Like the last 2 games, he's come off the bench and scored twice.
The thing is, this is man management. Like when you keep the squad happy,
and these men are doing handshakes and high fives after every goal. They're loving it.
Do you see? Was it Ganduzi's video that went viral on Twitter the other day?
What was that?
Aubameyang just moving mad in the change room. Like he was just like on a mad one, just having fun, doing whatever. And I was like, this is just like what a harmonious environment feels like. So again, not to go back to Mourinho, but it's like when you have a 60 million striker being content with not starting, but coming on and scoring goals because he's a bad man, you create an environment where it's like, you know what? I trust the boss. It's the whole Darren Fletcher thing with Alex Ferguson. You're not going to play against Wolverhampton or Blackburn, but you see that 5th game that we're going to play Liverpool, you're going to play it.
I need you.
I need you for that one. And I feel like that's what Emery's created, and I feel like this is the fruit of Arsenal. And this is just me guessing.
Really? What do you actually? Are you just saying that with those 2 players?
I'm saying that with the squad. Like in terms of you look at Arsenal, and Arsenal are a team, bro.
I see that more at Liverpool.
Every team in the top 6 is better than Arsenal. On paper, every team is better than them. Tottenham, Man United.
Are Tottenham better than Arsenal on paper?
Of course they are.
Start
11. Of course they are. Do you see what I'm saying? Bro, these men have Mustafi and Holding at centre back. What do you think Juventus will do to them? Bro, it's long. Do you see what I'm saying? So, I look at United, I look at Chelsea, and I look at start 11. Like, first 11, 15, 17 players are better than Arsenal's. Do you see what I'm saying? But Arsenal are doing what a lot of teams couldn't do. Like, beat the small teams. I keep telling man, there's 14 small teams in the league. Beat them. You'll be on 80 plus points. Then you worry about the bigger teams. Do you see what I'm saying? Arsenal took 2 L's against 2 teams that a lot of the teams that we support are not guaranteed to beat or whatever. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, are we beating Man City? Are we beating Chelsea? No.
Maybe, yeah. So,
do you see what I'm saying? So for me, I'm just like, listen, Arsenal are doing what they have to do. But my favourite player last night was Torreira. But anyway,
he does his job so well. He's such a good addition to the squad.
Sick, bro.
I wasn't really sure how he was going to fit in, but for me personally, watching Arsenal yesterday, I'm not still all the way there. Like,
I'm with you. I know what you're saying.
Watching that first half, I just saw so many chances Leicester were in. Like, so many opportunities.
Leicester had like 5 shots in the first how many minutes?
Mate,
and 2 on target.
In that first half, they were better than Arsenal.
Yeah, they were better.
Like, it was only the last 5 minutes where Arsenal got back into the game, and then they scored.
And then second half, they just carried on.
Second half, they were too good for them. They had the quality. But, man, like the thing is, when you've got players like Vardy and Iheanacho, 2 strikers who are fast, who can run at your defenders, Arsenal can't handle that. And I knew from the moment I saw the team sheet, we're going to have a game here.
Yeah.
Because I thought
Arsenal Leicester's always goals. Yes. Always
open, isn't
it? Yeah, we're going to have a game because they were just going to play balls in behind and they're going to run through. And there's nothing they can do. Liechtenstein did not want it.
He didn't want it.
I don't know what my man's name is.
He had a bad game.
Number 14, what's his name?
Oh, Gazal. Was it Gazal?
Nah, it's not Gazal. It's Blackie. I think it's Ricardo. Is it Ricardo?
Ricardo.
Yeah, so him on that side. Then you had Iheanacho.
Because he's like a wing back.
He's a right back, yeah.
There was times where Chilwell was matching up with Mkhitaryan. It's just like...
Mickey's not quick,
Not quick at all. And
you know what? He has to hit top speed.
Yeah.
Like, his starting position is quite slow. But when he hits... I remember that Tottenham goal, was it 2 seasons ago? He was moving mad, bruv. Like, he was rapid. They weren't catching him. And he's one of them ones. But I know what you're saying.
Leicester play good football, man. I like Leicester.
Claude Puel, bruv.
Claude
Puel.
They're all right. They'll be all right. And I thought you could see that from the first game of the season when they played United. It was like, yeah, this team.
They bodied us in midfield.
This team's decent. It's a shame. It's a shame they couldn't.
Yeah, they're not a bad team.
No, it's because Iheanacho's dead.
You think he's dead?
Iheanacho's dead.
You think he's
I've
dead?
fallen out of love with the kid. I'll be
He's
honest, man.
Ah,
He's dead.
he's not dead.
He's dead.
He's not dead.
He's fast. He's fast and black. He's a definition of pace and power. He is the definition of for
That's
flip's
peak.
sake.
But there was a time where he could finish. He was good in the box.
You know what it is? I've come to the conclusion that I think City accommodate you how good or bad you are. Because look at Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus ain't saying much.
Once you get used to his movement, I think the defenders have clocked his movements.
I don't think he's saying much.
Do you know what it is? I feel like he had a bit of the Midas touch about him. You know, like when you're young and things are coming off and you're in the right place at the right time.
Well,
And when it's like season 2, season 3, and it's like
You see with Rashford,
What's
yeah,
man really
I feel like
saying?
the difference between Rashford and everyone else is that Iheanacho and Jesus have actually been given chances at number 9.
yeah.
Rashford has been given one season, so I feel like it's not the same comparison. Like Rashford's playing right wing today. Why?
Yeah.
Why don't United just sign a right winger? Like what's wrong with
Well,
him?
like Willian, yeah, just get him in. Just get him in to fill that gap. I get what you mean.
Bruh.
But yeah, shout out to Arsenal and Mesut Ozil because his
On Wenger's birthday as well.
his goal. Did you see Ozil's first goal? Did that not remind you of? It reminded me of
Do
Messi.
you know how sick that goal was?
It reminded me of Messi.
Bro, he did it. He passed it into the net. It wasn't a shot.
Like it was kind of like. Did you see Messi
bruh.
against? Did Messi have a goal similar to that against Tottenham?
Yeah, I think
But
it
he
was.
just passed it to the post. he just said, "Yeah, have this and tap it in for me."
It's not so powerful where it rips the net, but it's not a slow ball.
Yeah,
It's the
just a
technique is
forward
just
pass.
right, bruv. Oh,
Yeah,
bruv.
too sick, man.
Nah,
And
Ozil's-
he looks really, really happy to be there, which is like something you don't really
You
see.
don't reckon the captaincy has something to do with it?
Yeah, well,
That's a big issue.
So my management again.
Boy, certain man don't know how to do it.
I don't know if he's that guy, innit? If he can manage the whole team.
I mean, if
I don't know if he's-
go
Oh,
back.
Lukaku's on the ball! Whoa!
Wait, Lukaku's
No, he's
cross.
not a bad crosser of the ball.
Oh my
Man lined it up
god!
like it's gonna make
If
something
you
happen.
can see the cross that Lukaku just put in, oh my god!
But the thing is, yeah, I'll be honest. I don't know if you lot saw my tweet the other day,
Yeah.
but I was like, as much as I'm a Lukaku hater, I
Yeah.
do think his best position is on the channels. Like on the centrally, he's dead. He's dead.
I think you said that on the pod.
This is long.
I think you said that on the pod. Yeah. Like I remember you saying that if they switched Martial
Martial or Rashford up top.
Yeah.
And then so actually, you know what? Martial on the left because I feel like Rashford is poor. Well, not poor. Actually, you know what? They could interchange between centre forward and left wing, and then leave Lukaku on the right. Because you look at the goal that Lingard scored against Chelsea at Old Trafford, like he created that by himself. You look at the crosses that he had against Newcastle, all of them came from the right. It seems like he wants to create. So as much as I want him to go home,
He's your second highest assist maker behind Pogba.
yeah. Luke Shaw, your positioning, mate.
All right.
Yeah,
Liverpool-
he's bad at that. He's very bad at sort of stopping crosses.
He's not aware, like he's not positionally aware that a right winger is going to try and get past you.
Who's that? Shaw?
Yeah, Luke Shaw. He's good at recovery more than actual
Because of his
tackles.
pace. Aspie's been doing that quite a bit as well.
Oh, yeah, Aspie. Man like Caesar.
I don't want to blame him.
Do you know what I'm learning to do? Yeah.
What's that?
You can't have sentimental attachment to these players.
You can't.
cannot.
What, get rid?
You can.
You
If
can't.
a player
Everyone
is
forget
not
it.
performing, remove them from the team. Yeah, that's how it needs to be. That's how it needs to be. Yeah, this is how, because I'm so easy to see it when it's another man's team.
Yep.
But when it's my
Have to
team,
call it out.
when it's my team, yeah,
Call it out.
because
Bro, Henderson's been mediocre for like 5 seasons.
yeah, but
I feel reluctant to take him out, you know? I feel
Why?
reluctant. Huh?
Why?
Also, you build like an attachment with certain players.
an attachment to a man that's 1-0.
I know.
That's crazy.
I know it's not good, but-
I know Arsenal fans that have attachments to like Giroud and Ramsey. I'm like, fam, you
Right.
watch the Invincibles.
For real.
You watch Perez, Vieira, and
It's
and
weird,
Thierry
it's
Henry.
weird.
You watch world-class players play for your club, and you have an attachment to a man that won FA Cups. I mean, don't get me wrong, FA Cups are a big deal, but like, nah.
Not when
if
you see
they're
the Invincibles.
If not when you see
Not
the
when you see the
Invincibles.
Invincibles.
Like, the level changes.
Yeah.
So this idea that like there's certain things. I remember when Giroud left, there was
Certain
talk
man are passion merchants.
when Giroud left Arsenal, there was talk of is Giroud an Arsenal legend? No, no, he's not an Arsenal legend.
No, you see that word, yeah? We only say it's about like 6 men per club. Man are throwing it around willy nilly. From cult heroes again elevated.
Like Jamie Vardy is a Leicester legend.
Yeah, of course.
They've never seen someone like him.
Dirk Cow is a Liverpool cult hero.
Yeah, them ones.
Yeah.
Cult. That's
Cult.
a great
He's
word.
a
That's
cult
a great
hero,
word.
bro.
That's a great word. Frank Lampard, legend. David
Yeah.
Luiz, cult
Cult,
hero.
yeah.
They're not legends. Like, yeah, no, I'm not with it. I'm not with it.
Mikel Arteta, cult hero.
And it's
It was even that. Was he even that, bro?
Wait, it depends which club, to be honest. If we're talking Rangers, maybe. Like, I don't think so for Arsenal, but them man love him.
No, they love him,
Them
innit?
man
They love him.
So,
No, you don't necessarily have to be a good player. You could just have like that one good moment, innit?
like,
Titi Camaro was crap.
That's a TT Kamara.
But he scored a nice goal after bereavement, and it's like, yeah, like everyone remembers him for that. He's like
I was at the
Man gets 3 pints.
Arsenal game yesterday, yeah, and they've got these flags that wave during the games, yeah. Like they're put on by the club, they're not by fans. So there's one that's just like come on Arsenal, you know, generic Arsenal statement, Gunners, and there's one that's got like just Riziki.
Is it?
Like it just has Riziki and the number 7. And it's yellow.
he
and
played
blue.
like 147 times in 10 years.
Bro, do you know how many legends this club has? And you've got a banner for an ex-player. No, I don't know, man.
I think it's sentiment again because of how much he was injured.
Yeah, because
I guess.
But
there's
it's not justified. It's not
Yeah,
justified.
man. It's not an emotional thing, innit? It's like let's just do it by results because that's how the game is. So
yeah, I've always said I could never be the manager of Liverpool Football Club. Never.
the manager,
Yeah.
ooh,
Who was that?
Dybala just missed a header. You couldn't be. I always say I couldn't be the owner.
Why is someone always telling Lindelof what to do? I've noticed that, you know.
He was moving.
Where is he?
Because he was moving.
Where is he? What's he doing?
He kept him on side.
Blood, the
so,
guy. Nah,
he was moving
Lindelof,
mad.
man.
He really.
I'm trying to back this guy, you know. Bro, how has the baller left you?
Do you know what it was? He was behind Dybala, so he ran too fast to catch up, and then he ran into to play him on side. He ran too
That's
deep.
in the too fast for his own goods.
Yeah.
That's how Massive was in the right position.
Stupid. Huddersfield 0, Liverpool 2.
Huh?
I mean, Liverpool 1. Liverpool 1.
When we scored that goal.
Mad. Liverpool 1. Salah back in the goals. The goal drought is over.
Finish as well.
Yeah, excellent finish.
Praise. It's over. Adrian, what gone?
Bitterly disappointed.
Is it?
I was close to disgust whilst watching that game.
You said bitterly disappointed to
That
the game
game
you
was
won.
dead.
Huddersfield Town
Oh my god.
are not a Premier League side.
They're not.
They have no right to be here.
Facts.
Huddersfield Town away is
Oh, but you know Lukaku's not going to get that. You know Lukaku's not going to get that.
Them overplayed balls.
Yeah, man, that's a poor ball. That's not even Lukaku's fault. That's a poor ball.
yeah, for me, like Huddersfield Town are it's not even 3 guaranteed points. Huddersfield Town is a goal difference exercise.
Damn.
There are certain teams in this league. There's Huddersfield, Fulham,
Cardiff.
Southampton, Cardiff. Them 4.
Newcastle.
The only thing is because
Oh,
Newcastle.
Newcastle are dead, Adrian, man.
No. Don't get me wrong. They're dead.
Newcastle are dead.
No, no, but as
they
in
won
like,
a game this season.
no, but no,
Adrian,
as in
Fulham have won a game.
they don't get smoked. No, but Newcastle don't get smoked. Like if you see what I'm saying, like I wouldn't expect.
You know what L is an L, you know?
I hear that. No, don't get me wrong.
But he's talking about the goals.
Don't get me wrong. There's 2 tiers. There's 3. There's goals plus points, and then there's points. That's your Newcastles, your Crystal Palaces, your teams with that ilk. But yeah, I was just sitting there and I thought to myself, like, these man gave us a game. Like, they don't have a Premier League playoff, you know? They ain't got a pot to piss in. I mean, what?
They have nothing.
You'll say Aaron Moy may be decent, and like they'll work in us.
I watched an interview with Wagner, and he actually had the audacity to come out and say he's happy with the 2 strikers he's got. I said, you're lying. You're lying. There's no way on earth he's happy with Depoitre and Munia.
Fam, the portrait is slower than AOL dial-up.
Oh my gosh.
And as for Munier, but have you seen him play?
Shocking.
Like you know, sometimes you watch players, you think, no, but big man, how did you make it pro?
How?
Like, what are you doing that other man them aren't? I just don't get it. He's crap.
Nah, them man are so bad. Like,
But they killed off the what's it called? Ooh.
that's a good header.
Good header. They killed off the any momentum the game could have had. They killed it off.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, bro, if you're not gonna,
Wait, what do you mean?
it's like Huddersfield. You remember early last season, yeah, when we were battering. I think it was Palace. They killed like 3-0 or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Opening day of the
I think
season.
the first 3 games. Is it first 3 or 4 games?
Yeah.
They were just tearing teams apart.
Yeah.
And since then, they just like the true face of Huddersfield has been exposed.
Yeah. Because ultimately that boils down to like, it's like Premier League excitement. We're new to
Beginner's
this.
luck.
Yeah, you give that extra.
Yeah.
The extra 10%.
And then when it hits November, you're like, right, this is really what.
This is my real level. Man's losing away at Burnley and that.
You know what
2-0.
Really are.
So it's like when you see them like turn up for these games, it's like I don't know if they know what they want to do. Like they know that they're dead, but it's like for me, there's some games where it's like if you know you're dead, just take the L and lose, and let the other team have a riot, bruv. Let them do something. You know what I'm saying?
1-0, Dybala.
Yeah, I just saw it on my tablet.
How did your phone tell you before it went in?
No, because sometimes the things faster.
Rah.
Yeah.
Faster than BT Sport Live. But anyway,
They got that 4-second delay
at
innit?
Old Trafford, Dybala.
It was coming though.
Well, do you think,
And I think Bombers had a decent game so far, but
how, do you think United will qualify from this group?
Who's that? Is that Matic? Get him out.
Because the thing is, I don't know how I don't see United winning.
no,
away.
Who is Lindelof marking?
Oh,
Because you have to remember, Dybala's a forward. So who's Lindelof marking?
flip's sake, man. De Gea doesn't deserve this.
No, he's gone.
What did he do?
De Gea's gone.
What did he do to deserve this?
De Gea's
Well,
gone.
catches a nice shot in the
Gea's
bottom corner.
gone.
So Juventus 1, Man United 0. What were we talking about? Liverpool.
Liverpool, yeah.
What are you saying?
Oh, yeah, for me, I know people's... But the thing is, I think also with Liverpool, there's the context and there's the two sides to the coin to look at it. So on the one hand, I was bitterly disappointed because I thought it was a poor performance against a poor side. Like Huddersfield, it's like on the Monopoly boards. When you pass a go, collect £100. When you go to, what's that stadium called? Is it Dave Saturn?
Dave?
Yeah, what's the Huddersfield stadium called?
I don't know, bro. I don't even know what it is.
Remy would know this.
Remy would know, yeah, because that's his bit.
Just for the sake of agenda, when you pass the Dave Taylor Stadium, right? Big man, you collect your 3 points and you cut. But
Guys,
on the second,
I'm not even trying to distract you lot from the game, yeah. But
From the pod.
from the point. But you see Lindelof's positioning is hilarious. Like this, he's getting dragged in midfield, bruv. Like, this is hilarious.
I get confused between him and Matic.
But anyway, sorry.
Flip's sake.
I'm trying to find out what
I'm so
Huddersfield
distracted
Stadium
by
name
this game,
is.
yeah.
Apologies to the listeners if it
Technicals!
a bit dysfunctional. The thing is, yeah, there's games every day this week, and we record in the evenings, so we just had to do it on a day where we were watching a game.
This game on Friday.
As in, well, no, not Friday, but
Okay.
as in
Like Monday, Tuesday.
Saturday,
Wednesday.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all the way up to Thursday. So we had to get a pod out for this week.
Well,
And
to be fair, all the way up to Wednesday, man.
all right, so what are you saying?
I'm just
Liverpool.
checking for Europa League. Yes, I think there's two sides to the coin. On the one hand, it's like raw. I just feel a poor team. We're meant to put them to bed. Cool. But on the other hand, it's like these are the sorts of games where it's like Liverpool in the past. We haven't had that resolve at the back. We haven't had that ability to grind out results. We haven't had that ability to nick a 1-0 because. Sometimes 1-0 can be the most satisfying victory because it's a thing where it's like you got your goal, you didn't concede, take your 3 points and
That's
cut.
it, go.
And another thing that I think Liverpool found that we haven't had in previous years, we don't actually have to play well to win. Whereas I feel like in years past, it's like Liverpool, it has to be heavy metal. It's either heavy metal or the O2. Or 0 people in the goal, you know the ones. But now I think we found like a balance where it's like we can actually like get victories without being at our best.
You know, there's thing was called the John Smith Stadium.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, like what did I say? Dave Taylor. Well,
some Caucasian name, bro.
you thought taking a mic? Proper geezer, you know ones.
Oh man, they're not going to be here long. I don't think. Huddersfield, I think they're as good as down.
Yeah, like ultimately they're not a good side.
I have more faith in Newcastle turning it around than them.
For real. Their manager's here for bants.
It's silly.
And it's like even the players I kind of like Van La Parra. I thought, yeah, you're decent, but he's just like another generic winger, isn't it? I thought, yeah, maybe man's got like a bit of pace about him, a bit of flair. But if you're not starting for Huddersfield, then boy,
Boy, you know, boy.
I'm really saying?
If you're not starting for Huddersfield, then boy, because it's getting a bit silly. Is that all on Liverpool? You guys seem like it was a boring game. I didn't watch it, but it was just.
I mean, there's nothing much really to say other than I still, and again, it might sound wild, but I think ultimately Manchester City are the best team in the league. Nobody's going to deny that. But I think performances like this, I think it shows us that we've got the ability that, you know what, if we beat who's in front of us, we can accumulate a good number of points come May, and then
You are on a good run at the moment.
if we're still up there,
you got easy teams.
well,
Mad thing.
as I say, our next game's easy. Again, that should be a goal difference exercise. We've got Cardiff at home.
Yeah.
So
Run Salah captain.
that's 4-0 minimum, and then after that Arsenal away, which is going to be difficult. And the thing I like most about Emery is that for me, for the last couple of years, Arsenal's been a game where it's like I'm expectant. I go there and I'm like, oh, rubbing my hands because I know like they're poor defensive. Don't get me wrong.
They're still poor
Arsenal are still poor defensive, but there seems to be like a bit between their teeth now. There seems to actually be a thing where it's like they're a team. You've got players who are like outcasts in a sense, like your Iwobi's, who are now stepping up, coming to the fore, delivering. And I think like
coming to the fore.
well, they're doing their thing. So
Where's the four? The forefront.
Is
Maybe.
It's after the 3 but before the 5. Yeah, but I think. Yeah, so for me with Liverpool now, I think it's just a matter of case where every game we need to be collecting points. We need to be knocking up at these games, putting the points in the bag, got on to the next one. And
you see, what you were saying about Emery, just like having the squad and that, I feel like Klopp has definitely got that with the squad. Like he brings in Sturridge, he brings in Shaqiri, and I feel like they know they're all part of the team. And you know that midfield is all jumbly. Lallana come back in for Huddersfield.
That's actually good to see.
Like it's just you've got he seems to keep everybody happy and he's mixing the team well. So it looks like it's working. A bad game, but you move on to Cardiff, which should definitely be a good game.
Yeah, and to go back to your point on sort of Liverpool's squad depth, obviously we're not the deepest squad in the world. So I think in that respect, it's slightly easier for Klopp to allow the Shaqiris and the Sturridges to get minutes under their belt because it's either them or we go all the way down to Solanke. So I'm saying, and ultimately when you're winning, everybody's happy. Like Mahrez was playing right wing back.
Oh, guys, we're getting carved open, man.
Man said it's a brewery.
Benucci's on the
Carvery.
Man said it's a carvery, you know.
Toby Carvery in that.
Toby's carvery, you know the ones. And you know the Brazilian things here where they bring the meat in front of you and it's like,
Oh, Lukaku's dead! Oh, he's so trash! Oh, he's dead! Oh, this guy's trash! Oh, he's poor!
We can't do a pod when Lukaku's on the pitch.
he's just Congolese.
Oh, bro, he's so dead!
Ruins every game.
Oh my gosh!
He stinks out the joint.
Oh, this is hard to watch. There's no stretching of defenders. There's no movement. There's nothing.
Nothing there,
Oh,
mate.
flip.
Do you reckon he's told to do that, or is that him
No,
not wanting to?
Oh, Oscar, I'm not even trying to have you ask that question
Nah,
today,
that's
man.
ridiculous.
That's
I'm not even- nah, I'm not
So
even-
what? You think?
No, Lukaku's dead, but you're saying stretching the play.
Nah, bro. Do you think Jose goes to him and says, "Right, mate, right? When Paul passes it into you, let the ball bounce off your foot and go out for a throw."
Oh,
Yeah, man.
Christ. Oh, he's dead.
Rap guy, man.
You know, like, in watching him, I've realised how much, like, centre forwards can lead an attack.
Yeah.
Like, you notice that because I'm looking at Ronaldo here, bro. He's popping up everywhere. He's like central. He's like centre forward. He's in midfield. He's on the left. Look, bro. He's everywhere.
That's why there was an era people used to compare Lukaku to Firmino because they got the same amount of goals in the league. and I sat there and I said to myself,
Look, he's not doing anything.
"Do you watch football, bruv?"
Like, bruv. Oh.
Yeah, it's almost like
Donkey,
he's a target
man.
man, but he's not.
Because he can't hold the ball up.
yeah,
He can't
No,
beat
but he's never been a target.
Yeah, but
man.
he's neither.
He's a fox in
He's
the
just
box.
big.
He's
He's just big.
neither.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a fox.
He's
in
a
the
fox in the box.
Don't get me wrong. What he's good at, he's very good at. But what he's bad at, boy.
A fox in the box.
No, don't get me wrong. Wow, like he's got 100.
He's more
5
Hernandez
goals in a
than Giroud.
Yeah. But he's got, but in terms of body type, it's more Giroud than Hernandez.
100%.
So that's why
people think because he's big, he's got a hold up play.
No, he hasn't.
He's trash, bro.
He hasn't.
All right.
Guys, you might have to sign me out at this point, you know.
Should we just cut?
We are getting pasted.
Let's go through the rest of these fixtures. Man City 5, Burnley 0. Same old.
Bloody hell.
No, wow.
Some great goals.
That was a performance, you know.
Some great goals in there.
Hart got pounds, but it wasn't even his fault.
But company should have been sent off still.
Oh, that tackle was ridiculous.
I'm
man
anti-City,
studied
man.
his leg. Like,
Speaking of company and news and brief,
Tony.
well, man.
news and brief. So there's been like some monumental things happening in politics. Obviously, I guess you can't. Theresa May is the second female prime minister of the UK. Obviously, Donald Trump rose to prominence in America. Over in Belgium now, Vincent Kompany's dad became the first black mayor of Brussels. I think. Is it Brussels? I don't know. Basically, Kompany's dad is a mayor somewhere in Belgium.
So it's not necessarily Brussels.
I can't remember where.
I'll Google it.
That's sick, you know.
And do you know what's funny? Yeah, like that is definitely Kompany's dad's because they showed
If you look at
they showed a photo of that guy. Yeah, it's like man swallowed the mallet in the womb.
Leave man's head
Like,
alone.
he said it's pee. I'm like, because obviously the complexions are a bit different. You're like, do they look like each other? But
Do
nah,
you know how much hair makes a difference to what your head looks like?
Yeah.
When company used to get a skin fade, guys, we are getting carved, mate. We are getting carved open, mate.
I hope you're not get spanked. Yes, he's the first. Yeah, the company's dad has been elected the first black mayor. It just says in Belgium. I'm going to read the rest of it.
probably some province.
All right. So is that all for that game? Joe Hart back at his former club getting piped.
Got
5-0. What was the best goal, do you reckon, of those?
For me, flipping Morris.
Oh, yeah.
There was no power. There was no backlift.
That's cool.
He
Finesse.
just stood R2 inside. That's all it was.
No,
bro.
you know, like inside.
It's inside.
Inside.
Like an old Graham cipher. Man was locked in.
All right, next. Newcastle 0, Brighton 1.
Bloody hell.
How are Brighton beating Newcastle away?
Oscar. There's fixtures that I look at and I'm like, raw.
Is this what this league has become?
That's what I'm saying. Like, raw.
Quality over quantity. If you wanna, do like a Scotland and make it like a 16-team league, by all means do that, bruv. What we doing? What sort of game is that? Brighton versus Newcastle. Tell me, if you don't support any one of those teams, are you taking hard-earned money to watch that? Move. Nah, quality over quantity.
At least it wasn't on TV. That's all I'll say. But yeah, Brighton, Newcastle losing at home.
I'm sure they considered it.
Silly. Cardiff 4, Fulham 2. This is a
Fulham
relegation. This is a relegation battle, and we're only in October.
You see Jean-Michael Seri, the Brer came to England. Bruv, we are getting... It's sake. Hey.
It's all Juventus.
It's all you,
It's all Juve
And
in the first half an hour.
What was I going to say? Like, Jean-Michael Seri literally came to the league so a man could get a move elsewhere.
Window shot.
Like, he was here for the bands. Like, super bands. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like, yeah, Fulham's playing what, 100 M's? Like, they've got a team, like, they got Anguissa, like, they got man that, like, football manager legends. You see what I'm saying? But
Sherla, Vieto.
Yeah.
Even Mitrovic.
You see what I'm saying? And I just feel like, wow, like, what is going on, man? Like,
But do you know what?
they're going down, you know.
It's that defence.
Yeah, do you know what it is? Yeah.
Who is, what, Callum Chambers in that?
I think. I
Callum
don't know
Chambers
why.
hasn't played the last couple of games, but still, their defence.
I think he played in the last one.
Did he? I don't. Oh, he did. But he didn't play against Arsenal probably because he was on loan. But yeah, no, they had Tim Ream, Dennis
Do
Adoy,
you know where Tim Ream came from?
Maxine Lamarche. Like they've got like I've seen them play like
Yankee.
10 different defenders this season. They play
But to be fair,
None of them are good.
But to be fair, I would love to see what Fulham would look like under a different manager. Because my man looks like he's come from the city, like with flipping Alan Sugar. Like, he doesn't look like a football manager.
We say what he looks like.
I mean, he's the one that got him here.
Looks like he's in a boardroom.
Yeah, like...
He's the one that's got them here.
Laugh
So
at that.
I always feel like if a manager gets a team to the Prem, they should be given the season.
I do think that sometimes he is the one to take them to the Prem. Not necessarily, like it's a
I get
modest
you.
thing. It's a modest thing. I'll take you to the promised land, but I'm not gonna walk you in it.
I was going to say Neil Warnock. Man said Moses.
He's trash.
But yeah, well, do you know what? Yeah, he is trash.
Hulk
But
Hogan looking
Cardiff,
dominant,
we need to look at the magnitude of this. Cardiff managed to score 4 goals. 4. That's how bad Fulham are.
Have they scored 4 all season?
Bro.
4. And
In
they
a-
scored 2.
In the game.
And they scored 2 in the game.
I saw Bobby Reed sliding.
Actually, Arsenal let them score 2. But, well.
And yeah, I think you know what? After last season, after Everton, I promised myself I'm not gonna get sucked in by a team. I'm gonna look at have they signed what they need or have they just signed good players on Football Manager? Because bruv, I'm like you spent
Yes, go Rashford. Oh, he tried the thing, bro.
Manchester bust through. Because I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, you've got like this good assortment of players, but your backline comprises of a Doy, an Arsenal lonely, a United lonely, and then.
Is Fosterman even fit?
But I don't know. Like it's a poor
No,
team.
he's not. He's out of the squad at the moment.
Like
He's
where
not
they're all
fit.
gonna fit? How did they play? What does it look like? Brother, it's dead.
Well, someone needs to sort it out, and it's not going to be
Sort
me.
it out, man.
West Ham 0, Spurs 1.
That's a game I didn't watch.
Do you know what? That game is always a good game, and it's always on TV. Interesting that it wasn't this week, but yeah, Eric Lamela with the goal. Wait, was it Lamela? Yeah, it was. Eric Lamela with the goal.
Was Kane still tired?
Interesting news. Man went there, you know. Man went there. Interesting news from this game.
What's his last goal?
Kane?
Ooh, we're going back.
No, it would have been Huddersfield when he scored twice.
I don't remember him scoring for a bit. Still, he didn't.
No,
score,
because
he didn't score for England.
No, this is only his second game without a league game without a goal because he scored against Huddersfield. Then remember, he had Huddersfield and
Man
Cardiff.
said league game. When we were doing Lukaku, we did 7 games. That's all comps.
but
now we're doing Kane. We're
Lukaku-
doing league. We're doing league only.
Listen, you have to make the agenda fly.
Yeah, you got
Wasn't that to league only?
just support your agenda.
Of course.
Yeah, not much to say there. Really, West Ham. Spurs should beat West Ham. So
They should.
yeah, that's as it is.
And I generally don't care about other teams that are not United, Chelsea, City. Arsenal.
You don't care about teams that are not the top 4.
No, even I don't care about Tottenham. I'll be honest with you. I
that's not
don't
top
care
4.
about. No, but Tottenham is top 4 though. They finished top 4 last season.
Oh.
Like,
I meant top 4, like the top 4 podcast. That was what I was getting at.
no, it's like.
It was a plug.
Like, did you know this? Because Spurs are boring to me. Because it's like, what have you done? Like, what have you done with your flipping?
I don't think Spurs are that good this season. That's why I went.
I mean, you say that
Same team,
they've had their best start in since God knows when.
Yeah, but we know football, innit? Like Arsenal have won 9 games on the trot, but we can see through it. Like we know. We just know. We know that it's not like it's not all. It's not as rosy as it seems.
Not all that.
Oh, Arsenal are gonna get popped.
By who?
It's coming.
I hope it comes in the 2nd of November
It's coming.
or the 3rd.
Is that in 2 weeks?
You're not serious.
Is that in 2 weeks? Yeah.
You're not serious. What's next? Wolves 0, Watford 2. Blood, how are Wolves getting piped at home like this?
Do you know what it is? No, not to justify it, but it was 2-1 the goals. Like it was random. It was like 1 goal.
You
and, like,
reckon?
the second goal came like
Yeah,
2
when I
minutes
looked at
after.
the goals, like they got popped.
Yeah, it wasn't like. I didn't watch the game. I'd be lying if I said I did. But
I
was
watched
like,
matches today. It was like 2 just bangers, bro.
Yeah.
And, man, you can't stop them. They weren't well worked. They were just
Pereira
like-
and Capoue.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, look at the names.
yeah.
Copain's got a fire blast, did it?
Yeah.
That right pig.
Big up Decore getting 2 assists on those 2 goals. An absolute snooze fest on Saturday. Bournemouth 0, Southampton 0. And I could have told you that was going to be a snooze fest before I watched it.
Oh, was it 0-0?
Yeah.
I would have thought King, Wilson, Fraser.
Wait, then when did Everton play?
Sunday.
Okay.
Everton played Palace and that was 2-0.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember.
And Milivojevic missed a penalty. That's a good win for Everton, I think. As in, obviously they're at home.
We got them next.
They probably should win. I was looking at United's games. Do you think you'll go on a good run in the league now?
We got, I think, Everton, and we got Bournemouth, then we got City.
Before City, those 2 games. Do you reckon you'll get?
Those 2 games are
6
games that
points?
we could lose.
You don't think you'll get 6 points in those?
In terms of, I don't know what to expect from United. Like
Fair
we
enough.
are in free fall. Like we could be doing, we could have beat Chelsea 2-1 and then lost to Everton. And
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to expect. Do you see what I'm saying? So Everton, like, they're coming off how many wins in their last 3 games?
I feel like they won.
Have they won all of them?
I feel like they won twice at least.
Yeah. And I just feel like they're going to come to Old Trafford and they're another team that's going to be like, well, if Newcastle will score 2, what are we going to do? Richarlison's going to be on crud. Do you see what I'm saying? Like,
smoke.
he's going to be on it. So for me, I'm just like, yo, especially after this Juve performance, like, I don't know. But yeah, Everton, like, I don't know. I feel like Marco Silva might try a thing. And I'm wondering if their trying a thing is going to affect us. Because it's like, look at how we're playing now. Like, it's just, it's bad, bruv. It's bad. And again, Baye's on the bench. Like, again, like, I don't know what he has to do now. I thought he got the ball still.
Yeah, it's like with Jose, it's like there's things that you do. I just don't understand it.
I'm tired, bro. I'm tired of complaining.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Who do you guys think is player of the week this week?
Of the week?
Yes.
Ozil, isn't it?
Mesut Ozil? Yeah.
I was gonna
like
say,
it.
I was gonna say it's between Ozil and Tony.
What do you reckon?
Martial scored 2 goals at the Bridge.
But all-round game weren't really, you know what I mean? But with Ozil, I feel like... Because obviously, I think one major criticism that sort of levelled at him is like, you don't make stuff happen. It's like you're a luxury player. When things are going right, Ozil's the man. But like when you need someone to sort of, you know, grab the game by the scruff of the neck, pull you through it, through the trenches and that.
I was gonna pull the it's Leicester card, but flipping that. Oh my
What a
god!
save. That is.
I mean, it is Leicester, but...
But you know what it is?
You gotta make it happen.
All round performance. I've got to give it to Ozil because he was saucy yesterday. The Brea was on crud.
You know what? Oh, obviously, not like player of the week, but Young had a sick game as well, I think.
Was Young man of the match?
Bruv, Young should have got sent off. What are you talking about?
I mean, yeah, obviously he rode his luck, but for what he did, he was
No,
good.
he
like,
should have given away a penalty and got sent off.
he
He almost
neutralised-
cost his team the game.
Was he man of the match? I don't think he was.
I don't think he was man of the match.
No, but I thought he had a good...
Well, are you talking about who was given man of the match or who you
Yeah,
think?
he was given man of the match.
I think he was, actually.
You think he was
Actually,
man of
wait.
the match?
Or was it Tony? It was one of them.
Tony scored 2 goals at Stamford Bridge.
No, but you're thinking about who Sky Sports said.
Yeah, Sky Sports. Gary Neville said Ashley Young.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, I think on another day he gets himself sent off and we talk about him costing his team the game. So I get it. He did well.
Yeah.
He did well in what he did, but I'm not giving him man of the match. So last
No,
vote.
mate, it's like saying on another day Terry doesn't slip.
Huh?
It's like saying on another day Terry don't slip.
No, because Ashley Young did the thing. It's about whether the referee gave it or not.
No, but obviously, like in football, like
That's what
you make your luck in it. As in, like obviously, fair enough, he should have been on the field, but when he was afforded the opportunity, it's like you know when you respawn.
No, I'm not.
Well, obviously you got pops before, but it's like you've been given a new lease of life and like you're making it happen.
Fair enough. So last vote, who are you going for? Player of the week.
Always been Ozil.
Yeah, Ozil.
Yeah, I'm going to Ozil as well. Team of the week? Is Cardiff fish out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
They did concede
Yeah.
2 at home.
No.
But they scored 4.
With Cardiff, there's no silver lining. Like we can't analyze anything.
Do you know what, there's a
Cardiff have got 3 points. I don't care if Cardiff conceded 18 goals that week. For Cardiff to win,
There's actually a few teams in for it because obviously we can't overlook Man City.
No, Man City do what Man City do.
Yeah, but we can't overlook.
No,
them
but
for
still,
it.
I can.
that's not their
I
fault.
really
It's
can.
not their fault.
It's not their fault they're that good.
Yeah, and it's not their fault that Burnley are dead.
This is what people do to Messi all the time.
Yeah, it's like Messi.
It's
Like Messi bangs like 70 goals a season, but he said, yeah, because it's not 91, it's not good. Fair, man bangs 71 goals a season.
And then also there's
The champions scored 5 goals against Burnley at home. Are we shocked? No.
we're not shocked,
Cardiff
but-
won 4-2, bro.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Like,
Also,
it's their first W.
also another one.
Probably going to be the only W. Because them men are awful.
I was going to say Watford winning 2-0 away. No, is that not? Is
Neil
that not
Warnock is a dead manager with a dead team, and they beat someone.
With a dead hairline.
All right.
And
So,
even deader hairline. Looking like Hulk Hogan.
all right. So team of the week.
You man, before we, like, fam, Google what Hulk Hogan looks like at the age of 27. You know how funny that was? I was laughing for like 4 minutes. And then I kept going back to the picture. I thought it was like Photoshop.
Oh my gosh.
But man was like 27.
Oh my
That
gosh,
is
his hairline
old,
is a mad one.
He looks younger now than he did back then. And I'm not, my man's in his 70s.
He looked younger then.
Goal of the week. I'm 100% going
Aubameyang.
Aubameyang's third. That was just too sick.
That Morris goal made me dance, you know. I'll keep it a buck, right?
Is that what you're going for?
Back fifth.
Because I always like separating them as team goals. That
Why?
Arsenal goal because
I've noticed you do that.
because shut up. Because like it was 8 passes before the goal.
Yeah, but when
The goal in and of itself was not a mad goal.
the finish, yeah,
The finish was a mad.
the finish was a tap in.
Mahrez's finish was mad.
So you always give it to the better finish.
No, for me, I think there's a difference between team goals and actual great goals. I think there's a difference.
What you're saying it like a team goal isn't a great goal.
What,
I'm not saying it's not a great
as in
goal.
what-
I'm saying they're two different things.
Different category.
Yeah.
No, but obviously,
To me, that's all the same.
Yeah.
To me, it's a goal.
it makes the category beautiful because it's all down to
Because
interpretation.
if
what you like.
there's a game where it's just one sick pass, like a
It's like
mad assist, and then a goal.
it's like is Gareth Bale's goal against Liverpool a team goal?
Gareth Bale against
No.
Liverpool.
It's not.
Which one?
The bicycle kick.
Yeah.
No, that's individual.
But,
brilliance.
yeah. I mean, it's the finish that you.
It's
that
an
you
individual
care about.
finish. That's
Yeah.
just my point.
Yeah.
But with Arsenal's goal, bro, it hit. No Leicester player touched the ball.
But to me, that's the best goal this week.
Yeah, hands down, in my opinion.
Like I think team goals are just they're.
I think team goals are different to individual goals.
I hate you. I hate you.
Which is why I always give them a separate. If you put them together, obviously it's Arsenal's goal, but I put them in different categories. That's why I always think differently to team goals and individuals.
I mean, it's like when Chris Sutton was getting absolutely pasted on Deceive. What was that show called on BT Sports? Is it Tonight? Football Tonight?
Oh, Premier League tonight.
Premier League Tonight, yeah. Massive deceiving, you know. But yeah, he basically said that Van Dijk is the third best player in the world.
Third.
Yeah.
Like.
Behind, he said, you know, Ronaldo, Messi, whoever you fancy, Van Dijk.
What-
No.
What was his reasoning?
I mean, his reasoning was similar to you. It's like he basically said like it's difficult to compare sort of defenders to attackers because you know you're always inclined to go for the attacker, and in this sense, you're saying like it's two different because you're comparing two different things. And if you're comparing the team goals,
I think the reason that you're inclined to go for the attack is because goals win you games.
goals win the games.
And a lot of the time, a Messi goal is the difference.
Yeah, and then
See what I'm saying?
his argument was, well, if you look at his impact and what he's done for his side, it's as important as.
And I 100% agree.
No, but that was wild though. Van Dijk is the third best player.
I don't think he's the third best player in the world, but I do think his impact has been the best of any new signing in the top 6.
I do think football they should separate the categories.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's so subjective.
You-
Like
you-
Ballon d'Or is the best player in the world.
You're never gonna say like a
But Neuer will
goalkeeper is
never
the best
make it,
player
yeah.
in the world.
Because the impact is not the same.
Yeah.
That's just the fact. The impact is not the same. And like you look at Van Dijk has made more of an impact than Mahrez at City.
When you say the impact is not the same, are you talking about the difference between an average defender and a great defender?
No, Liverpool were conceding mad goals before he came.
Like a tap.
Yeah.
And he's come and they've had how many clean sheets?
We've had 6 in 9 games so far this season.
Like, come on.
Only
like,
conceded
he's the
3.
difference. He's the
Quick
difference.
question, yeah. You see how he said he's top 3, and we're just supposed to know who the top 2 are. Is Ronaldo still in the top 2 currently?
He changes every team in the world.
Do you know what it is? I can't argue with greatness.
Yeah.
As in, no, but I'm talking about today. This season.
He changes.
Is he the second best player in the world?
He changes every team in the world.
Right now, this season.
No, but right
season,
now,
every
right
team.
now.
Every team. If Ronaldo's at City, it's a different City.
Now, what I'm talking about on
If
form.
Ronaldo's at Real Madrid, it's a different.
I'm saying over the course of this season, will he have a better season than those?
Yeah.
The other
Yeah.
names that are near him. Will he have a better season
Over the
than
course,
Neymar?
yeah,
Will
and
he
you
have a
know-
better
Who
season
do
than?
you think the third best player in the world is? Off the top of your head,
What, Neymar?
a Neymar,
Neymar?
a Griezmann,
There's, people say Modric.
Mbappe in
A
a couple of
Modric.
years. Yeah, because on evidence of this year, it's Modric.
That's what I'm saying. Like, did Modric overtake Ronaldo, or is that just too unfathomable for people?
It's wild
to understand.
It's wild.
Like,
Modric for me, people say had a better year because of him getting to the Champions League
and the World Cup.
Champions League final, World Cup final, and he was the best player in both finals. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he was easily the best player, easily best player, and World Cup player of the tournament.
yes.
And that caveat there is vital because Lovren also made it to both finals.
Do you see what I'm saying? So, like, he was easily Croatia's best player.
But
it wasn't their best player.
For me, it's similar.
And he didn't win anyway.
There's 11 players on a team. Like, I can't rate you because you went to a final.
Huh?
I can't rate you because you went to
No,
a final.
if you're
11 players on a team.
If you're a key component,
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It's not the same as the Lovren thing.
That's his point, though.
That's what I'm saying.
That's his whole point.
I was saying, as in, like, you can't just say just because you were saying the same thing. Just because man made it to the final, you can't say he's up there because he made it there by circumstances. But obviously, Modric was a big part of it.
Because truth be told, we've seen bare man who are dead get to finals. So quote unquote, anyone can get to a final.
Yeah,
Do you see what I'm saying? Like, Vasingo got to a final.
Van Basingo won it with a unibrow.
That's what I'm saying.
Football is not like the NFL or any sport where it's dominated by one guy.
NFL's a funny game anyway.
Like the quarterback gets you to the Super Bowl in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like in NBA they have the MVP
There is an
of that
MVP
team.
who would be the best player.
If your name's not Peyton
takes you
Manning,
there.
you're not saying much.
Bro, in football, there's 11 man. There's 11 man. So
And they all perform
unless you're Messi levels, it's rare that one player is taking a team to the final.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't rate that sort of thing. And I know UEFA, when they do their awards, they always factor in that. And I guess it's hard to argue with because football's about winning trophies at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's not about taking part and doing whatever.
But I think obviously the beauty about football is that there's empiricals and then there's just like common sense.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
There's empiricals.
Wait, we done goal of the week, team of the week, player of the week. Who's not that guy?
Right.
Who is not that guy?
Right, what you googling that?
Yeah, I've got someone in mind. What about you lot? Anyone this week?
Not a Scooby, mate.
I can't think of anyone. I can't think of anyone this week.
Was it a quiet week?
I believe so, yeah.
Was it a quiet week? Alright, I've got someone, yeah? But this person doesn't have a Wikipedia page.
Oh, look at there.
Damn.
So I can't even find stats on this person. So
What, does he even have stats? What is he? But expected goals expert. Move, man.
I'm trying to find his name.
Yeah, do you know what?
I
Man,
can't find his name.
probably like in the tunnel of iPads, just like looking at the stats. You know what I mean? What is he? He's a sports scientist.
I don't know. I thought he was a physio
or nutrition.
Sports science.
Like, but if he's a physio, he'll be on the front line, innit? To deal with the injury.
He'll be out there.
He'll be active in the fields. What is he?
I'm trying to find this guy's name. Do you know his name?
Is it Iani or something?
He's a hype man. That's what he is.
Oh yeah, Iani. That's it. Iani. All right. So the reason this guy, who is a complete idiot, decides to celebrate after Chelsea scoring an equaliser in a late goal. Fair enough. Late goals, emotions run. Yeah, all that. But to run out and celebrate in front of the opposing manager, to me, it's just so dumb. It's schoolboy. It's very, very schoolboy. And the fact that you did that whilst playing for Chelsea is absolutely ridiculous. In a game where you should have won. You should have won the game. Your team didn't win the game. So you acting out, you're just silly. You're celebrating a draw at home. It doesn't make sense.
No, he's never been in such an environment in his life.
It doesn't make sense. It was like a kid.
Feels like, no, for real.
It was like a kid, didn't it?
No, he's got a gig of a lifetime.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's what they say. The saying is like a kid in Harrods. Man just lost his marbles.
This is not,
I
mate.
see flying dinosaurs over there. I see Play-Doh down there.
He said Fredo took a younger to Harrods. And then he just went crazy.
That's it. And he just went. He spat.
Fam, that guy lives in Harrods, bro.
So he comes out now and he's giving it all that to Mourinho.
Giving it all.
And you know, as he's going, Mourinho doesn't even see him the first time.
He didn't see
The
it.
first time he proper gives him his wags his hand at him or whatever. And he's like, yeah, giving it all that. Mourinho, wet an eyelid, comes back, says something again to Mourinho. Mourinho's like, nah, I'm not having this. Mourinho got up, does all that.
You actually hear man say, what in it? You see man say that.
All that to the point where Maurizio Sarri now has to go in to Mourinho's room and like apologise like profusely because obviously
And I like sorry. And I felt like, wrong. Like I have to apologise for this idiot.
yeah, because the man let him down. He let him down, and it spurred like it's such a sour taste on such a good game. Like the game was sick. We should be talking about the football, you know.
Yeah, for real.
But
It's
yeah,
not that.
and for that reason, Marco Ianni, you're not that guy. Sort it out. I don't ever want to hear you again.
What,
I
does
don't
man
ever
not
wanna
even
see you
have
again.
like a date of birth? No.
No, unregistered.
CLB.
Unregistered.
Let's just say
character.
for the sake of bands, 1973, 8th of September.
That's it. That's it. bro.
Born in Sicily.
Son of a plumber.
Truly predictions.
Yeah.
What are these? Is there League Cup next week?
I don't know, mate. Team, even if Liverpool were in there, I wouldn't give a monkeys.
No, I'm gassed we're not in there, man. Waste of time.
Waste of
Oh
time.
yeah, you're lucky.
Yeah, Harry Wilson, innit?
Because if you don't win it, it's just pointless, isn't it?
Even if you do win it, it's like, not actually, no. Obviously, you win something, but it's not that deep.
Right, I'm going to skim through these quickly because I know some of them we just don't care about. So just say a name back at me. All right, Brighton Wolves,
Wolves,
1-1.
Fulham Bournemouth,
Bournemouth,
Cardiff Liverpool home to Cardiff. Sorry,
How many?
how many?
How many?
I'm going to say 4. What are you saying?
I'm saying a nice. I think Liverpool will score 2 goals and that'll be it.
Okay, I hear that. Southampton Newcastle. Southampton at home.
Southampton.
I'm saying Newcastle pick up their first win of the season, bro.
Maybe.
Southampton trash. Watford Huddersfield.
Watford. There's a load of crap teams.
Oh
in
yeah,
this
Huddersfield
league.
like dead. Oh, Watford home's
There's
Huddersfield.
so many crap. Wait, why are there more crap teams than decent teams?
There are, because I just read out a list of crap teams.
Like
And
Sicilian, utterly crap. It's not bands, like, rubbish.
Liverpool. Wolves, Liverpool, and rubbish teams. On 5:30, the 5:30 kickoff is Leicester versus West Ham.
1-1.
That would be a decent game
I
to
think
watch.
2-2.
I forgot for West Ham, they lost Yarmolenko.
Yeah, for real. 6 months.
That's a
fine.
big blow.
That looks like ACL years. That season over.
And he hadn't even really bedded into the team. I feel like they
Yeah,
kept bringing
he's
him on
getting
as a
used to
sub.
it,
They were
innit?
getting used to him playing in the league and all that.
Because with them injuries as well, obviously there's the physical recuperation, but you have to be like match fit. You have to be like, he's gonna take him. He won't be back to his best next season if he's ever back to his best.
Sorry, mate. It's all
Because
over.
man's like what 29 as well.
Yeah, you got to say goodbye this season, but next season maybe. I'm so angry about this. Sunday, Burnley, Chelsea, not on TV.
But
What?
Chelsea, not even a young BT.
We're playing at Sunday at 1:30. It's not shown on TV.
That's a NBC SN thing, bro. That's a mob drill thing, you know. Trust me, bro.
The garbage
Like
stations.
you know, like
That's a being sports.
like
thing,
streaming
bro.
in this country is illegal. But like,
I don't think it should be, you know.
what do you expect
Like,
me to
I swear,
do?
yeah, I don't think it should
Like,
be.
what do
man.
you
Like,
expect me to do?
It's so dead, bro.
It's-
Hey, if being sport was in this country, believe I'm the first person to get it.
Do you expect me to
Like,
not watch Chelsea,
They
like
have
my team?
every game, bro.
Like,
That's a good question. What would they expect man to be doing? What, listening to 5 Live?
Yeah.
literally, I'm
Scream-
to five
scream
right
at
now.
And in Brazil.
You don't know
Oh,
what?
it's
He's a
2018.
muppet, by the way.
Oh, I want to hear what Scholes is saying.
In fact, you know what? Yeah, like
Even the 3 o'clock game, you can't you can't watch your Liverpool game on TV. You have to stream it. If you don't watch it.
that's
you don't watch it
that's
full.
like illegal. Obviously, I get.
But
the
even
rationale-
that, I don't think that should be a thing.
I get the rationale behind it. Obviously, I don't like it, but I get the rationale behind it.
Yeah, but it was a long time ago when they made that rule. and I think maybe it just needs to.
So what you say? I saying that what 401 red button, and then you pick what?
Yeah, we do it with the Champions League. So it needs to be done. It needs to be done.
I'm going to sound silly in saying this, but I kind of like the whole Gillette Soccer Saturday, and I kind of like the whole anticipation to to match of the day. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, but I get you, but like.
Also, I want to watch football live. But
I know what you mean.
I feel like
know
the
what you mean.
alternative
It's
to
part of
the
British
brands.
culture, isn't it? Just waiting for match of the day. It is. Yeah,
really
predictions though. Burnley, Chelsea. What do you think?
Oh, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Chelsea.
2-0 comfy.
Easy peasy. Crystal Palace.
Is Hazard injured?
I heard he's injured.
He said he couldn't run.
I wasn't 100% sure.
He said he
I
couldn't
heard
run
he's
on
injured.
Saturday. Yeah.
That could be trouble for us. But Crystal Palace.
That'll make things very interesting if he's injured.
What, against Burnley or just in general?
Yeah, against well, in general. I feel like a lot of your creativity goes through.
Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, what do you have without Hazard?
It's all gone. It's all gone. Luckily, Pedro's a little bit more direct than anyone else.
Yeah,
But
for me, Pedro over William.
Pedro over William.
Every day.
I can't stand. You know what? I just there's something about the guy I don't like. I can't stand him.
Yeah. Yeah. Crystal Palace at home to Arsenal. That one is on TV at 1:30.
Listen, I'm over saying it to be controversial. I actually think Palace will beat them.
I can see that.
I can't see it.
I can see it. I'm not. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I can see it.
I can't see it. I can see Zaha trying to think, but I can't see Palace being Arsenal. I can't see it. Zaha will probably score.
So you go for an Arsenal win.
Yeah.
Arsenal win.
I'm going 2-1 Palace.
Manchester
I
United.
hope you're right, by the way.
I don't.
Why?
No, I want Arsenal to be comfortable, to be confident, so that by the time we face them,
No,
You just
you
knock
could
them-
you could ready to crash down to earth.
knock
them down to size.
knock them off their perch, as Fergie would say. And Fergie, wait, see when Fergie said that, yeah? How many league titles had United won at that point?
When he said it,
Yeah,
What did
well,
like 4.
he, wait, when did he say it? What did he
10.
say?
what in 94, 95?
He would. What? Who did he say it? Up to Liverpool?
Yeah, he basically
He
said
wanted to knock Liverpool off their.
he said that's his
perch.
mission. He said that's his mission is to knock Liverpool off their perch. But anyway, man, we had 18 league titles at that point, and I wonder how many United had for him to say that.
Because he won 13.
So he's a bad man.
So he won 13 and we have 20. So we had 7 at the time that he said it.
Nah, he's the man.
There's a good
Massive-
Alex Ferguson documentary on Netflix. Have you seen it?
Is there?
Yeah, I think it was a thing that aired on the BBC around about the time he retired. Because I felt like I'd seen something of it before, but
Wait,
then
did
I watched
he start speaking to them in the end?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, because remember, my feeling.
He did a match of the day interview. I think was it his last season.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember he reconciled that a bit.
Because that was listen, all you used to see is either Carlos or Mike Phelan.
Phelan, yeah. Talking to the
What
bees.
Secrets of Success?
Yes.
I think I've seen that.
Oh, it's really good. It's really.
Yeah, this is old. This is 2015.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
This is when he went to Harvard, and he did the lecture.
Yeah, I watched that, and he was talking about his mentality when he came into Man United, and how
Leaving
he's
like
like,
Bellerin,
bro,
huh?
I'm here to build a dynasty. I'm here to build a legacy. I'm not here.
Now he bought into that idea of like Manchester United because
Man's not here for no short-term thing.
like man's from Aberdeen. Like he knows who United are. He knows who Sir Matt Busby is. But it's like, am I a Man United manager? And then when he came in, it's like he knew. The thing I love about Fergie is that he knew that he had a project to do, and like taking kids over grown men was wild. The fact that Mark Hughes left United at the time he left to go to Chelsea was wild. And you put your faith in kids, bruv. He was a flipping.
You won't win
He
anything
was a
with
genius,
kids.
mate.
That's what they said in 92, innit?
That's what they said. That's what they said. Speaking of Man United, they're at Old Trafford against Everton, 4:00 Sunday afternoon. What do you reckon?
3-2 United.
Yeah, it's a United win.
Yeah.
I don't know what the score will be, but it's a United win.
Lukaku scores against the former club.
No, Lukaku probably score, you know.
Yeah,
He
did it last year.
He has to be dropped. I'm starting a campaign.
No, you see Lukaku's goal record. You know, it's actually more impressive than we give him credit for.
Oh, Adrian, stop it.
No, hear me out.
No, but we all do though.
No,
we all
listen,
give his goal record
hear me
credit.
out. No,
It's only
because
Ernest that
man ain't
does.
scored in like 7 games.
Stop it,
The man ain't scored in like 7 games.
Yeah.
But like, man's like, you see what I'm saying? I said like he's got long streaks without scoring. Yeah, he's on like 100 odd
Yeah,
Premier League
because
goals.
he's
Yeah, but he didn't have that. always.
because in terms of goal scoring, he's a better Berbatov. Berbatov used to score like 4 in
Spurts.
Yeah, and it's like
4 against Blackburn.
Yeah,
A hat-trick against
and it's
Liverpool.
and you know what it is, yeah. Bro, I don't know what else I have to say about Lukaku. He's garbage. Bro, let the guy go. Like, he's one of those guys that if he went to another club and banged, I would not feel a type of way.
Is it you wouldn't care?
I don't care, bro. Go. He's not my player.
I get that. I get that.
He's trash, man.
He's not Ernest's president.
He's trash. He's so
The
bad.
last game is Spurs against Man City, the big game, Monday Night Football.
I'm going to that game.
Is it?
Going to that game.
Well, you're going Wembley, yeah?
Wemble's
Trust me.
down the road, to be fair.
That's a hard one to call, you know.
City.
Oh, City.
It's City.
You don't think Spurs could do
It's
that?
City all day.
I hope Spurs do a thing. I hope
Bro,
anybody that plays
It's
City does a
City.
thing.
And Kevin De Bruyne is back. Oh, bro,
Aye.
it's
Yeah,
lost.
but he's not that. Is he
Fam-
Hundo? Is he Hundo?
Kevin De Bruyne with half a
Actually,
leg.
do you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? He got some sub minutes on the weekend. He'll get some sub minutes in Champions League, and then he'll go do his
He'll
thing.
go where? Oh yeah.
He'll go do his thing. As in, I think Spurs could get something like this. I want to say it's a draw. What are you saying?
Nah,
No, City win.
City
But did you see the way it was it like 2-0 last season? But City just dominated it. It was ridiculous. Where Sterling was that era where Sterling was missing bare, and then they went to Spurs. They went to Wembley, and then where's that game being played, by the way?
Which one?
Spurs versus
Wembley.
Oh, so they got the rights for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's at Wembley. There's no change in that. So there was all that kerfuffle for no reason.
And these men could
Or
organise.
did they move the fixture? Maybe is that why?
I don't know, because there was a big talk. They were like how City, Spurs, either. I think they said
They must have
they
moved
wanted because ideally Spurs wanted it to be played at White Hart Lane, but then they said how because Wembley's got NFL, it's kind of tacky to play the football because I think they got NFL one day and they literally got the football game the next day. So they said ideally can we move it to Manchester because we're not ready yet.
Yeah, but they didn't want to have. City didn't want the fixture pile up, so they were like, nah.
But these men could have organised a piss up in a brewery. Moving like southeastern railways. Silly,
guy, bro.
silly guys, bro.
Right, so that is the predictions done for this week.
Good question, lads. What do you man think of this Nations thing?
Nations League.
Yeah, Nations League.
I
I think it's sick, you know.
hated it, but I'm enjoying the games a lot more.
I just don't like internationals. If it's on the World Cup,
Yeah,
if it's
I
on,
hear it.
I'm not trying to hear it. And it could actually be good because I did enjoy the consistent clash between the big countries.
Yeah.
I like that,
That's
but
better,
I hate
yeah.
the fact that like man's not watching at 3 o'clock on Saturday.
No,
Yeah,
I think everybody hates that.
Yeah, we're
Tony,
all going to
Tony.
hate that.
Dude,
We're all going to hate that.
But for what it is, Lukaku offside.
Second half of the United game now just started.
No, hey, you man, nah. Did you see how high Lukaku's leg was to control that ball?
Lukaku's a meme now, isn't it?
No. Did you see it?
He's just a
Oh,
meme. He's a-
He can't lift his leg, bro.
What's he doing?
Yeah, but what you said about the UEFA Nations League, I think it's like a.
It's good. I like it.
Yeah, it's like it's like I feel like before international football went from like being a 3 to a 5, 6 sort of thing. Like I enjoy the games.
I'd even say a 7.
You reckon? I enjoyed Spain, England. I enjoyed the Germany, France little thing.
But I was even watching. Was it Northern Ireland versus where's Jekko from again? Bosnia.
Was it Bosnia?
Yeah.
I was like, it was deep because it's like 2 evenly matched teams.
Do you know what? Yeah,
They got something to play
it's
for.
more competitive because it's actually competitive and because the teams are closer levels.
From Gibraltar,
it's just
one to the bounce.
It's just better games. No teams are getting packed in by ridiculous amounts.
I'm trying to watch England versus Faroe Islands.
And I think it helps.
Yeah,
It helps the managers evaluate their teams better.
Yeah, because you're actually, it's a good litmus test.
So yeah, I'm for it. I'm for
And
it.
plus, England's actually playing decent stuff now.
I'm for it. I'm just not for internationals.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think anybody is.
Yeah.
But for what it is, it's not bad.
But yeah, I think that's it for this week. Thank you for listening to the Top 4 podcast. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe.
Shout out to the man at Old Trafford and Lisboa.
Oh yeah, we got representatives everywhere, bruv.
All over the gaff.
Top 4 was at.
All over
Top
the
4
gaff,
is
man.
currently at Old Trafford.
No, man.
You know what I mean, mate? Top 4 doing Brexit.
Follow the Twitter at Top 4 Podcast.
Danny Tan, CT1.